Kuzuzambo and a very warm welcome to Bhutan This Week, our weekly news magazine program with me, Ishe Gelson. Our top stories this week: Her Majesty the Gelson graces the launch of the Bhutan Red Cross Society. Her Royal Highness Princess Sonam Dichan Wangchuk inaugurated the Bar Council of Bhutan. And Prime Minister Sering Togde applauds the launch of the South Asia satellite as historic. Her Majesty the Gelson graced the launch of the Bhutan Red Cross Society. With the launch, Bhutan fulfills its first condition to becoming a member to the international humanitarian movement.
The Bhutan Red Cross Society was launched coinciding with the International Red Cross and Red Crescent Day.
We now become part of a global movement that is as resilient as it is dynamic. This is evident in the manner in which the Red Cross organization has, in different regions, adapted its vocation to supplement efforts that address the pressing needs of that particular community and country. These endeavors include any manner of response, be it in times of emergencies and disaster, or to energize efforts towards social inclusion, healthcare, and climate change.
Her Majesty the Gelson, who is also the president of the Bhutan Red Cross Society, said the society will help Bhutan in the areas of disaster management, health, and social services.
I am confident that the Bhutan Red Cross Society will greatly supplement the efforts of the Royal Government of Bhutan, the Desung, and various other organizations and CSOs who have pledged their time and service in the spirit of equality, active participation, and volunteerism.
With the Bhutan Red Cross Society launched, its working committee will now work towards convening its first General Assembly before the end of this year. The committee, comprising members from the Department of Disaster Management, Health Ministry, National Council, Royal Bhutan Army and the private sector, was formed in 2015.
We just started the day of getting into the recognition of the movement. This is only the first condition or the first criteria of the 10 conditions getting into the movement when we talk about something international. So we are not done here. We just have established it nationally, but we have to be recognized into the International Federation Committee. So with this, firstly, we have to form the statute, as we already said, and by virtue of the blessing of our Act 2016 Bhutan Red Cross Society Act being enacted, this is one thing that we have to take forward and be able to foster. And the most important thing is now we have to work on having members and volunteers, because when we talk about Red Cross and Red Crescent movement, the asset is the members and the volunteers.
Bhutan's journey to becoming part of the International Red Cross and Red Crescent started in 1991 after being a signatory to and ratifying the Geneva Convention. Today, there are 190 countries in the international movement. For Sonam Chodin, this is Tishin Ongmo for BBS News.
Bhutan now has a Bar Council. It is a professional body of lawyers. Her Royal Highness Princess Sonam Dichan Wangchuk graced the inaugural ceremony of the Bar Council of Bhutan.
The Bar Council of Bhutan is being constituted for the first time as per the Jammi Amendment Act 2016. Her Royal Highness Princess Sonam Dichan Wangchuk is the president and the independent representative of the Bar Council.
Machira Jammi Sugira Beru Kinche Namjadi Mimang Shabto Kiji Boma Chibe Dazin Tapkota Chingi Shabto di Keriki Lachi Imbe Tigopti Namesame Kache Tibole Ngachigi Katule Gekapta Miselu Joram Bomshura Mise Chojukta Tenkung Mimi Sulu Chingi Shabto Rime Tombabe Pudi Tantim Chunigi Kokap Danyambe Chunidi.
Membership in the Bar Council is compulsory for all lawyers representing people in the court of law as Jammi. The council will encourage and promote integrity, efficiency and responsibility of the private practicing lawyers. It will also determine cases of misconduct against private practicing lawyers, promote legal education, and provide free legal aid to the poor. The Bar Council will conduct selection examination for private practicing lawyers. It is to strengthen and promote the legal services in the private sector.
We will try and put in place mechanisms that would actually help the functionings of the lawyers in the private sector as well as in the government sector. We have not met formally as of now, but there are issues that we will have to discuss and address. But the most important thing here is this Bar Council will not only help the lawyers, it will not only make their lives easier, but I also feel that this would have implications on the people who avail our services. The ultimate beneficiaries are the people who seek the services of the Bar Council.
Bar Council Association ki beo dalo ngaji ki tab deu madeu ngajera timsep da jami du suke bonalo gadebe gadimjibe anuzumji tab madeu rithemba jindi shule anuzumji correct benigi anuzumji lejumji kokap lejumji me seshuni. It is a good assurance for us that in future we will be guided and supported by this association.
The Bar Council has 6 other members. They are Attorney General, 2 retired justices of the Supreme Court and High Court, and 3 private practicing lawyers. This is Changadoji for BBS News.
Prime Minister Sering Tobgay said India's launching of the South Asia satellite will boost regional cooperation and encourage joint collaboration to support sustainable development goals. As a gift to its neighboring countries, India launched the satellite GSAT-9 recently.
Following the launch, a video conference was held among the Prime Ministers of Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Maldives, Nepal, and Sri Lanka to mark the launch of South Asia satellite. Prime Minister Sering Tobgay thanked the Indian government for building and launching the satellite for the common progress of the South Asia region. He said it is an important milestone ushering in a new era of regional cooperation that seeks to harness space technology and its applications for the greater benefit of member countries.
This generous gift from India is an example of true friendship and cooperation, and it is bound to bring about the common progress and development of our region. I thank you, Honorable Prime Minister of India, the government and the people of India for this very precious gift. Tashidile.
According to a press release from the Foreign Ministry, the Prime Minister informed that the satellite is an invaluable asset in disaster management, especially for a country like Bhutan, which is geographically located in the Himalayan range that is seismically active and highly vulnerable to natural disasters like earthquakes. The satellite technology will enable Bhutan to venture into new areas such as navigation and GIS systems, Earth observation, and help overcome the challenges to progress in the scientific field. The SAARC information ministers first discussed the proposal for regional satellite in April 1998. This is Pemba Sultan Sring for BBS News.
The government has allocated about 56 billion Neutrum as the estimated budget for the financial year 2017 to 2018. This, compared to the last 4 years, is the highest. Finance Minister Namgay Doji presented the National Budget Report in the National Assembly.
Of the total resources estimated for the upcoming financial year, the domestic revenue is close to 35 billion Neutrum and the rest external grants.
해마기 로다 쳄다 난교의 온밥기 최지디 야생 자차 주구 유미디 조랑 lokmi 뜰라소 야생다 두당 코리아 튼들기 찔로 니동 줍딘 다 듬바다 개바 날레파 고속디 딱실기 튀니기 추지위 피낭진디 조라 자가슌레 레림낭진당 레귤다 대위기 낭진 내래 에시아 공평 유강다 잠링 유강 잠링 지수 레데술레 도람기 톨레 튀니기 최지 유에서 슈니.
This time, the economic and public services sector will receive the highest budget allocation of over 20 billion Newton, followed by social service sector with almost 16 billion Newton. Budget allocation for energy is the least with only 1% of the total projections.
주도 임래 청일디 토티더라 슝기 카톨레 와체 치벨당 귤루 롱주 서베기 믹바 두탑루 차시 주주비 롱나 쪼림징기 레든다 레나 레샤 고수디 유미수 주두닐루 믹데케데 청일디 쌈나이.
The National Budget Report has been submitted to Finance Committee of the Parliament. This is Pasa for BBS News.
While presenting the National Budget Report, Finance Minister Namgye Dorji also highlighted the government's new initiatives included in the fiscal year.
The minister said the endowment fund for crop and livestock conservation will be established to compensate farmers for crops and livestock damaged by natural calamities. Another initiative, the stabilization fund, will be started to maintain macroeconomic stability. Recognizing the roles of kenyus or caretakers in the upkeep of Hagangs, caretakers registered with the central monastic body will be entitled to a monthly salary from the government.
ngachara du gekhapna nangba chudengi gekhap ngyunjun gyogom chugi shabgi cha jingilabdi panyamkide shiwigi ngalu longchu dumigi minyam gonfeta nyamba sojulu 다리 고당바 ngachara기 계약합기 타가 다진 비미기 균이술로 뉴포 나니기 슝기 카돌레 투다제나이.
The government will also increase the rural life insurance from 15,000 to 30,000 Newton. The minister informed that the rates for private land acquired for government use have also been revised since last month. The Property Assessment and Valuation Agency rates were last revised in 2009. With additional reporting from Pasa Kilidem for BBS News.
The government has decided to revise the salary of the local government members by 40% upon the recommendation of the Third Pay Commission. The pay rise will come into effect from July this year. The Finance Minister Namgye Dorji presented the report of the Third Pay Commission and the Pay Revision Report 2017 in the National Assembly.
As per the Pay Revision Report 2017, GOV will now get a pay of 28,000 Newton. Mangmi and Dzongkhag Tromde Thumi will receive a salary of 21,000 Newton. And Tromde Thumi and Tsokpa will be paid an increased salary of nearly 10,000 Newton. There is no change in the Trompen salary. There is also a revision of daily allowance by 33 to 66% for GOV, Mangmi and Tsokpa. These local leaders can also claim mileage while traveling outside Gyeok and Tromde. In addition to new increased rates for communication allowance, sitting fees, the special responsibility allowance for chairpersons and deputy chairpersons of Dzongkhag Tsokdo are also revised.
Sani shungjungi tumida wache lalen tamigi chu gyakhabnalu te kongi genko ngomade mide penjo konfe tanigi genko bom yemelu tende te tatari ngibol henzo sumbagidi te ngibol yasingdi sani shungjung jamchilube te kongi dendibdi debe pinu dilu ngachi shungi kadule te tuta jidibe dilu chaju nadibe tare ngachi na chongmanlu te nyujudi na piwi seshunila.
The government has also approved post-service benefits like Provident Fund, gratuity and group insurance scheme for some 1,500 local government members. The pay revision is going to cost the government about 136 million Newton every year. The report is submitted to Finance Committee of the Assembly for review. This is Pasa for BBS News.
Members of the National Council are not happy with the Education Ministry's failure to teach history subject in Dzongkha. The ministry, in its justification, cited insufficient Dzongkha teachers to teach the subject as the main reason.
National Council, in its last session, recommended Education Ministry to consider teaching Bhutan history, social studies and civics in Dzongkha. This was in the interest of promoting and strengthening the national language and Bhutanese values. The Council also proposed the Ministry to reintroduce earlier textbooks on Namtar and lecture in the school education curriculum.
Didi inji minji zonkhanole tuni se wachin lebi malambi ki kangi di meje shunila. Teka chimo wachin ngachiregi taksi lamsil da thorim lobda ki khatule kokab lem doji be wachin kongi inke shebi ki thoka zonkhaluya nyamyo yoy be gale konga drabi ki te jungrab te mi ki lebi su te shenkhalu te meone sumbe jomala. Le phada te ta dabdi benidi te kadebera benina di sugi kole te da chuko bimbe ti intekira beru dari len jewdoji be wachin di tato hinsansabe nalo te ta tekartu kongi besup benigi tule chate anabe chapdo semedi dinalo machube shuni
na heta di lebe malamchi da gyarapte mi gi lebe chachablu te chokdub gi toksin he chamchi ko shaba gi di gelongi migden de gadebe dupsu ga se di gabdi gi be yalu jedi be wachin te Shakespeare gi The Merchant of Venice me teni gi dentalu di duntachi gi jongdar jinsu se dinalu chusebe de be wachin lebe chachalu ngapchu nga dugi di se te analu di nga charge zo tensu chibe jo rang hemale yumi gi di chuya nana chu machubi gulu te temi chu zonghana tengi sodalu te heta di gu che shabdalu achi te sem phamsu su chi ime semi gi toke gi delu shukop khache.
The House also expressed disappointment over the ministry's vague response to its recommendation of carrying out feasibility study on teaching Bhutan history in Dzongkha.
Feasibility study semichi begobi ki kididu te da chinalu shudu zumbe kagi zeni na hinsansa mendu te indi bero ngachara na chode gi timi chacham te di sammazo di ngebardu yebbe jei dangshara di yebab yebbe te de letendi ge bena dike gi lerim gi naluya de zumchi shungi khatule zeni gi tujega kalu nani na namzeni chi ina te yanchi mapo chokde gi len zumchi be nasha shapchi ina te dinga chi sunre de achichi diwa dabchi be te thar chingo se shunela.
The National Council will continue with the presentation of follow-up reports on resolutions of its previous session tomorrow. Pup Game for BBS News.
National Statistics Bureau will conduct a nationwide population and housing census of Bhutan from 30th May till 1st of June this year. It is being declared as a national holiday.
People are requested not to remove or damage listing stickers like this one on their houses. The house listing will count the total structures. The listing of houses and establishments was done last year. Population and housing census will count all people living in the country irrespective of nationality.
We would like to urge our people to minimize the travel during those census days. Further, I would like to also request everybody to come forward and share accurate and clear answers to the questions because the information that we are going to collect through the census is going to be used for the formulation of national policies, plans and programs.
National Statistics Bureau officials are being trained for the upcoming population and housing census. They will then train civil servants in the districts. Around 9,600 civil servants will be employed as enumerators.
Currently, at this moment, the training of the masters trainers are happening, and these masters trainers are all NSP officials, and in few days they will be leaving to the regional training of trainers venues, so where these master trainers will train around 370 trainers from Dzongkha and Bhutan This, and subsequently after that this trainers from the Dzongkha and Bhutan This will go back to their respective Dzongkha and Bhutan This and then train the supervisors and enumerators.
Over 200 million will be spent for the census. The last population and housing census was conducted in 2005. The population then was over 630,000. The census is held after every 10 years. For Pema Sewang, this is Sunam Pem for BBS News.
People traveling to different destinations from Thimphu now have an option to book bus tickets online. The service Druk Ride was launched in the capital.
The service can be accessed from the website www.drukrite.com. Users will have to give details such as location, destination, and date of travel. The website will provide information on bus departure timings and available seats. Upon confirmation, the user receives a message which, along with their identity card, should be produced at the ticket counter to board the bus. At the moment, payment can be made only through the mobile app of Bank of Bhutan and its Visa card.
The idea basically started when my friend, he didn't have an option to book a bus ticket. And then I met him, and then he said is it possible that I can book a bus ticket? It was around time they were watching. It was around I think it was around 4:30 or something like that. And then he was like, can I book a bus ticket? And that's when the idea came up.
In a broader perspective, the idea of making this service online is to use technology towards promoting sustainable development and environmental conservation.
It will save time, it will save environment, it will save fuel. There are lots of factors that will help. So why can't a small technology help in a little manner? Just to buy a bus ticket, they don't have to burn their fuel and come to the station. And then I think our company helps in this manner as well. It helps the country in a small bit, but I think we would help. It will make an impact in a small manner.
For now, the online booking service is available only for one public transport service provider. Jimmy plans to make it available for all such providers. He is also working on developing a mobile app for the service. Druk Ride was developed with the help of Bhutan Innovation and Technology Center at the Tech Park. So far, through their Business Incubator Center, they have supported 11 different business startups by Bhutanese youth.
The reason why the Business Incubator was set up was because of the need for our country to promote entrepreneurship, in order to create more jobs and also to strengthen the Bhutanese economy. I think entrepreneurship is key. After the business incubator was set up, a lot of young people came up with new ideas, and they tried to implement the ideas with the help of the business incubator here.
The Bhutan Innovation and Technology Center was set up in 2012 with support from the World Bank. This is Bema Saldensring for BBS News.
Weightlifting made its debut in the Olympic Day celebrations in Wangdipodrang. Although a new sport to the students this year, it attracted many children during the event. Bhutan Olympic Committee celebrates the Olympic Day to promote fitness and well-being among the youth.
Children as young as 4 were seen taking part in the activities. Some put up an exciting boxing match for the crowd, while a few learned about weightlifting, hoping to represent the country in the future.
Weightlifting lasha pakado gachbe jawachin ngache so azum thu chaya su thu the lasha kheko me bat weightlifting di jawabe wachin ngachi chigya habki me suda chika chama tuni thobe.
Weightlifting Federation is a new federation established 3 months ago, which was earlier under Bodybuilding Federation. Since it is one of the Olympic sports, Bhutan Olympic Committee decided to make it a separate federation.
Future didi namsme da chachi lashara samdi sushunibila kachusenta tongachi nale khon nashin disu lishum.
We have plans to take it to all the districts, schools and select the best. Then we will train them properly and make them participate and represent the country. Right now we are mainly focusing on our youth.
Every and train bebete saktu bete namna se khon chikale competition ki.
Olympic Day is celebrated to commemorate the birth of modern Olympic Games, to inculcate children with Olympic values of move, learn and discover.
Related to the Bhutan Olympic Committee, we have 15 sport federations and 4 associations. Most of the time we are not able to offer students the opportunity to participate in these 19 different sports. So by taking the Olympic Day to a different Dzongkhag every year, where we involve the students, we hope to introduce the children to these sports, and maybe the children will take an interest in these sports, and one day go on to represent the country.
Over 1,500 students from 6 different schools participated in the celebration, which included a 5-kilometer run and a fun festival involving various sports. With additional reporting from Komal Kharka, this is Sonam Pem for BBS News.
Well, that's all we have for you this week. Thank you for joining us. This is Ishi Gelson saying goodbye.